Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be doing something different. I'll be giving you my predictions on how the Premier League will shape out this season. So without further ado, let's just get right into the video. Let's go. So I asked on Instagram if any of my friends wanted me to do my Premier League table predictions. Apparently not really many responded, but I just make it anyway. Some people said no, some people said okay, let's not say some, it's just 5.
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine, but you just can't get into it because they would never understand.
Okay, so right now as I'm filming right now is 19th of September, 8:05 p.m. in Singapore. So if there are things that I do not that I missed out during this time, apologies on that. I can't be predicting the future. Okay, so the Premier League has started last week. Half the teams have already played, and surprisingly enough, there was no draws that week, and I thought Liverpool was going to draw. Luckily we won. So okay, so let's just get right into it. Okay, before we get right into it, I'm wearing a different top just for me to be fair, I guess. So I know if you think that I'm biased, I hope at the end of the video, I hope I can persuade you that I am not biased. If I'm looking down here, it's because I want to be prepared on what I want to say, so I've put it down on my Microsoft Word, inform you on what I feel, because I do not want to give you an opinion just on top of my mind. I want to give a detailed opinion. There is a punishment if I get a certain amount wrong. Stay tuned to the end of the video and to see what I have decided to make as my punishment if I am really terrible. For each team, I will inform you on what I feel is the key signing, and also what I feel of the key outs, where who left the club prior to the season. I will also explain why I feel so. So again, let's just get into it. So for 20th place, I have chosen West Bromwich Albion. So basically, their key signings, what I feel is actually Diangana from West Ham, and they brought in Ivanovic. Sure, okay, so they brought some experience in the team with Ivanovic, and Diangana was actually quite good at West Ham, but I'm not sure why West Ham decided to offload him, which is, and also it's a bit weird why they actually sold him, but never mind that. I also felt that they didn't buy enough to compete in the league. I don't think they have a good enough team to sustain their status in the Premier League. So their team has not changed that much since their last appearance in the Championship, which they even lost to Leeds United in that year. So by 10 points in the season, I might add. So for me, I think they'll be the first one to go down. 19th place, I would say I will put another promoted club. It's Fulham. So the key ins, it's Mario Lemina from Southampton, Kenny Tete from Lyon, and Areola. How did they get Areola? Okay, I know it's a loan, but I mean, how? For me, they did make reinforcements. They did strengthen their club, but I'm not sure if they are enough to stay in the league, considering some of the other teams that have not yet been mentioned. Yeah, so I'm not sure if they can beat certain teams, for example. So in my mind is, if Mitrovic can step up his game in the Premier League, because he has been banging in goals in championships even before they relegate last year, he was banging goals in the Championship, but he couldn't replicate his form. So he didn't succeed in Newcastle, he didn't succeed in Fulham. So I don't know if you all, because you didn't buy any key strikers, so like I don't think you'll be staying up. Yep, Fulham 19th. On 18 is a bit controversial. I have decided to put in West Ham United. Yeah, it's crazy. The team that has Felipe Anderson, the team that has Declan Rice, and I think that they're going to relegate. I have a reason to it. I am a very a avid fan of Spencer FC, which is a UK YouTuber, and all and he has spoken about this on his like a long forum type of conversation thing, where he said that West Ham has disgruntled players. He also have disgruntled fans, because ever since they moved into the Olympic Stadium, or the London Stadium, if I'm not wrong that they call it, it's not been great. In my opinion, I think that they're not gonna stay up. Yeah, I don't think they're not gonna stay up. Okay, so West Ham. So for 17, I have placed Aston Villa FC. To be fair, Aston Villa did some really good business. They brought in I can say Martinez, which is Arsenal's former goalkeeper, Ollie Watkins from Brentford, and let's be honest, retaining Grealish was really important for them, and they did that, and then I consider that as a signing. I'm really happy for Aston Villa, but I'm not sure if that will bring them up the table. I don't think they will have the stability to be a mid-table club. They will not be going down to the championship anytime soon. I feel that because they bought in Brentford's Ollie Watkins, which he banged a lot of goals for them last year, he can prove that he can do it the same in the Premier League. Villa is gonna stay up. It's a good buy from Aston Villa, and I think they will be staying up. 17. So in 16th place, I have chosen to put in Crystal Palace. Like Grealish, I think that they did a good job in keeping Zaha, but while having Zaha, they already bought a player called Eze. He will be coming in, and he will be I think they will be preparing life after Zaha around Eze. I don't think they will be relegating, but I don't think they will be competing either in the bottom half. So Crystal Palace will be around there, and I think they will be decent as per always, especially with Zaha in. They won their first game of the season, so a good start. So yeah, Crystal Palace 16. So Brighton, they signed Lallana on a free and De Donker on a free, if I'm not wrong. And then last year they had a really good season. They were really solid and everything like that. And I feel that they will be better than Crystal Palace. I really feel that they do have a solid team, and also they have a good foundation of the style of play they play. Keeping Ben White, it's like a new signing for them, because Ben White was playing for Leeds last year. So this year he came back from loan, and I feel that Ben is going to do well at Brighton. I think 15 is fair. Next, Burnley, they didn't really do any much business, but maybe that is the best for them, because they already have a foundation of a style of play. Sean Dyche have a certain way that he wants to play with his team. Yeah, they have a mix of young players like Dwight McNeil, and then they have good players like Jay Rodriguez and all these players. They already have a good team. Maybe due to that stability, I think that they will be staying up. I think 14 is also a good position for them. On 13, I've chosen to put Southampton. So Southampton brought in Salisu and Kyle Walker-Peters, but for me, the outs is a lot. Hjortberg, Lemina, and Suarez. Actually, I thought of putting Southampton way down below, but I realized that they do have good quality players in the team. You have Danny Ings in the team, so Danny Ings has been scoring. Hopefully, he continues scoring, and if he does, 13 is the place for them. I placed Newcastle above Southampton. Okay, actually, if you say before this window, I would say Newcastle is below Southampton, but because of the signings that they did in the transfer market, by signing Jamal Lewis, Callum Wilson, and Ryan Fraser, I feel like they actually stepped up a game. So Lewis, which is I think it's a good buy for them. He's really solid, and I think that he is the outstanding performer, one of the outstanding performers in the Norwich team. I know Wilson has not been scoring that much, but he is a creator, so I feel that he is really good in the Premier League, and I think he will continue to do so. Ryan Fraser is also for free. Who wouldn't want to play for free? So yeah, so I have placed them in 12th position above Southampton. On the 11th spots, and you have been wondering where have I put Leeds United, and it's at 11th place. I have put Leeds in. Controversial? Let's see. Leeds United, I feel that it's a long shot, but you know that every year there's always a promoted team that is doing well. So I think Leeds is the year for them. Yeah. So they made really good signings. They signed Rodrigo, Helder Costa, and Koch. I watched them play against Liverpool and I was very surprised about it. And I feel that their center defensive midfielder Kevin Phillips is really a good player, and I think they are lucky to have him in the team right now because people might want to snatch him away. Because of their style of play, I think a lot of teams will be surprised and will be taken aback. And another key thing is that it's Marco Bielsa. He's such a good tactician, and that's why I place them in 11th place above the other teams below. In 10th place, I put in Sheffield United. The overperformance of the Premier League last year. Yep. I know there's something called the second year syndrome, but I don't think if you are playing Sheffield United style of play, it will work on them because they are quite a defensive team, so meaning lesser goals, they will concede lesser goals. Although I feel that they should buy a striker, but I think they are good enough of a team to stay up, and I feel that they outperformed last year, that I feel that they will be doing it again this year. So I put Sheffield on 10th. I was not sure about the bottom half, but I'm really actually quite surprised on how confident I am of the top half. So from 9 onwards, I think I got it. I might be wrong, but this is my opinion, right? So in 9th place, I've placed in Everton. Yes, I'm a Liverpool fan, but I'm trying to be subjective here. I'm not trying to be biased, but for me, I think Everton do not have the enough, and then this only strengthened by bringing in James, Alan, and Dukere. Yes, they are big names, but they are not as young as they were. I'm actually quite surprised that they signed for Everton, but it's not really a big surprise if you consider that their manager is Carlo Ancelotti. To be fair, they did sign good players, but because the other teams above actually have strengthened or have kept the same players, I think that they will not be running over any of the teams above. I'm gonna just stop because I think I've waffled on for quite some time. So in 8th position, I've chosen Portugal. Wolves lah. Okay, so Wolves. I am predicting them on finishing 8th because they are really good outfit. They are. Alright, when you have players like Neves, Jimenez, Traore, I think I will put that team above Everton for sure. Like I said about Everton, they have a new team, so they will be gelling more. They will need to gel more. Whereas like teams like Wolves, they will be already have a structure of the players, and then they really have good individuals as well. Like I said, Neves, Jimenez, and Traore is some of the good players, and then they have shown that they are a big threat and they can win against like the big clubs. I feel that they will still be a decent club, but because like I said, teams above are doing more. Teams above are keeping their players and doing a bit more. So like Wolves will be staying in 8th position, will be going down a bit. They will be going to 8th position. They finished 7th I think last year. Be 8th. In 7th place, I've chosen Leicester City. So another big name out of the club. This time it is Chilwell. But to be fair to Leicester, they actually moved really well. They moved really quick to get Timothy Castagne, and I think that it's a like for like type of player, which I think will be good for them because it will be a seamless transition. So why they are 7th is because I think that they will drop, they will just miss out on the last Europa spot because they are in Europa this year, and they have shown us last time that they are not really good at playing in 2 tournaments. Hopefully this year is a different, of course, but because of like I said, the teams above doing much more, I feel that Leicester, who remain stagnant, will not be going up. It will not be going up to the Champions League and Europa League spots. That is my 7th position. Actually, 6th place and 5th place, I can easily swap it around and it will be no problem. But I have chosen a 6th to be Spurs. So this will be the first year that Spurs will have Mourinho in charge for the full season, and I think they will be doing well, like how Mourinho teams always do. They may have lost Vertonghen, but Adebayor and Sanchez is good enough as first team option, so that is voided. And then as of now, right now, Bale has not signed, Reguilon has not signed, but I think they will complete the signings this coming few days. Alright, we have to see how they perform this year, but for me right now, 6 for Spurs. So the team that I actually mentioned, they can swap position with Spurs and it'll be fine, is Arsenal. I watched when Liverpool played Arsenal in the Charity Shield and I felt, wow, Arteta really changed it around for them. They really look better defensively, even with David Luiz. That is a surprise, right? David Luiz, David Luiz in centre back and they still won against us. Against, okay, a bit penalty lah, but it's fine. I'm not gonna talk about it. But they really do look assured and composed compared to Arsenal of last year. And because Arsenal is not in Europa League or in Champions League, I feel that they will be free, they will be available, the team will be fully fit for each game, and I think that they will be doing well. But certain games, if Aubameyang doesn't play his magic, Nicolas Pepe doesn't play, Willian, if they don't show up, they are not going to win. Right now, I will place Arsenal in 5th position. In 4th position. Again, I'm not trying to be biased, but I'm putting Manchester United. So, their key signing so far is they extended the loan for Igalo and Van den Beek, but I feel that their window is not this year. I don't think that their window is this year. Even though they wanted Sancho, they want Reguilon, they want Bale. That's not what you wanted. You wanted Fernandes. Bruno Fernandes was the signing of the season for me last year. So, you know what's the weakness of Manchester United is the front three. Yes, Rashford is a good talent, but I don't think he's scoring enough for a team like Manchester United. Because it's a running meme now. Because the past 5 games, I think Manchester United has scored penalties. The last game, I mean, I don't count LASK as a good game for us to gauge, but before that and everything is only penalties, which Fernandes, and then people keep on calling Fernandes. But that's it. I'm not being biased, but Manchester United will be on 4th. 3rd position, I'm picking Chelsea. Zaki, if you're watching, you asked me, you told me to put Chelsea as champions. I'm not gonna put that. Yes, Chelsea have reinforced a lot with Werner, Havertz, Thiago Silva, Ben Chilwell, Ziyech. These 5 players is really good individually. Yes, really good. Havertz, Werner, and Ziyech plays attack, and then it bolsters the attack so much that it's scary. But why I put them in 3rd and then not them as champions? Because you can't place 5 new players, 5 first team new players, and put it in the first team right now, and you can expect them to play the best as they can be, because it takes time. There's 5 new players in the team. I don't think your team has gelled enough. So yeah, so I do rate them as our toughest opponents because of their teams now. Yeah, so Chelsea 3rd. So who have I put in first? It's Liverpool. Of course I have to back my guys. Come on, I have to back them. Okay, but first, before we get on to Liverpool, I'll be speaking to you about Man City first. So Man City did bring in, did lose Sané. Man City did lose Sané, but they brought in Ferran Torres and they sorted out the centre back position, which is they brought in Ake. Why I put Man City up to 2nd place is compared to Chelsea, they actually have a team. Like for me, a team over individuals. Man City has a team. They didn't put in too many players in, they didn't take too many players out. So I think it's just a constant, which is Man City is really good. There's no denying it. Man City is one of the better teams in the league. And Chelsea is just that they do not have enough time to gel, which Man City has done. So Ferran Torres will be coming as just a fringe player. Ake will be coming as maybe a first team, but I'm sure he's going to be a fringe player as well until he gels into the team, which I don't think Chelsea can do it. As a Liverpool fan, even though Chelsea did a lot of signings, I still think Man City is the tougher opponent. amongst the two. No surprise here. I think Man City is gonna do second. I mean, they still have Pep. They didn't lose him. I'm not sure if they would keep all the players if FFP were to work, because if they didn't get Champions League, I'm not sure if the players will stay. So for my prediction, Liverpool will be champions again. I know that it's unthinkable and a bit unrealistic because nobody has retained the title for the past years. The last time that this happened was Manchester United's 07-08 where they retained their title. But something about Liverpool's team this year that I do not want to rule it out. If you were to ask me if before Thiago signed, would we be champions again, I would say no, because if there is no new player, they wouldn't be on with the edge of the toes. But because we signed Thiago, I feel that now players like Gini Wijnaldum, Henderson, all the central midfielders will step up their game. Tsimikas coming in, I think that will boost Robertson to work harder. I'm biased, but I'm not trying to be biased because let's not forget that they basically walked the league up until the lockdown. They walked the league. They were doing so well. What makes me want to think otherwise? Because they already did it once, but would they do it again? Not sure. But they did show us by grinding out results 1-0 and 2-1. So as long as you win, that's all. And Liverpool of the past year have shown me that. So I will be putting them as champions again. So let's just review back the table that I've chosen. So West Brom at 20, Fulham 19, West Ham 18, Aston Villa 17, Crystal Palace 16, Brighton 15, Burnley 14, Southampton 13, Newcastle 12, Leeds 11, Sheffield United 10, 9 Everton, 8 Wolves, 7 Leicester, 6 Spurs, 5 Arsenal, 4 Manchester United, 3rd Chelsea, 2nd Man City, and 1st Liverpool. So that is it for my predictions of the Premier League table. So I did bash a few teams there, and and I think some people are not happy about it. I have thought of a forfeit myself if Liverpool doesn't retain that title, as I have predicted right here. I will be reviewing my Premier League predictions at the end of the season, and if Liverpool doesn't retain, whoever wins the title, I'll be wearing the jersey of that champion for that video. Okay, so if you are a Manchester United fan, I'm sure you would want. So like Zuhairi, Nas, Faris, if Manchester United somehow wins the league, I'll be wearing that jersey at the season review. Yep, I will do that. So if you have enjoyed this video, I am actually quite afraid that this, because the odds are against me. If you enjoyed this video, like, share and subscribe. And I'll see you in the mid of the season. Bye.